All right, we'll do take two. The first one didn't go so good. All right, let's see if we can make this happen. He struggles with this command. It's the front command. It's a very great command for dogs because they got to be like, they use this in dog sports. Not very particularly functional for real life, but it looks nice, it's cool, and you run out of shit to do with them after a while, right? You're gonna pet, you want to keep training them, you gotta teach them cool stuff. So front, basically like this, do a heel. So I'll just lure him here. Sit. Good. Is like this. Dewey, front. Okay, yes. Alright, so aside from my subpar luring skills and shitty timing there, he's struggling with a few things. One is spatial. He's supposed to be super close to me, right? Direct, and he's supposed to be perfectly straight, directly in front of me, in a straight line. He's supposed to be looking up. Hard with the Corso. They're not herders like Malinois. Malinois love to look up because they're looking at the herder for direction. These guys are just scanning the environment, looking for something to kill. That's what they were, bred for. So they engage in aggression autonomously. They're bred to work alone, basically. So shit like this is hard, and they get high defensive. They get spatial sensitivity and stuff like that. So getting close like that's hard. So I'm going to try a new technique with them, see if it works. And what we're going to do is we're going to combine a lure. Okay, he's a little lure dependent for this exercise anyway, but we're gonna combine a lure but with some low level negative pressure. He's got a little pinch on here, okay? And I'm gonna put 2 leashes on him. Now, 2 leashes, it's like reins on a horse, okay? So I can kind of straighten his position out one way or another. The ball goes in here, underneath my chin. The other thing, I was making a mistake where my feet were together before. I'm gonna open them up a bit, okay? Let's see how he does. Sit. Good boy. Front. Front. Oh, God. Yes. Okay. All right. A little sloppy, buddy. See how he doesn't like getting close? He digs me, too. So that's a breed trait. So we're working against genetics a little bit. Sit. Good boy. Front. Front. Yes. Okay, good. So I kind of came back to him that time. That's okay to do when you're starting out a new exercise. Let's see if we can get this a little bit better. This is sausage making too. We don't do a lot of this command. Again, it's not really, it's competitive. They're using competition, not real life. Sit. Good boy. Front. Yes. Good boy. Very good. All right, so before, for a long time, it was this. Front. See? So I wasn't getting the same distance. Now, there's a little bit of compulsion involved. Low level negative reinforcement, but it's not just one leash, it's 2. It's critical. Let's try it again. Front. Front. Yes. And I kind of lean over him a little bit too. Kind of like that a little. It's helping him get closer and closer as well as look up. What? Another thing, if you notice too, because I'm teaching, I'm going to say the command, then I'm going to move. Don't do both at the same time. Your words are going to get lost, okay? The predators, anything motion oriented, that's all words, language goes right out the window. Front. Front. Yes. Good. Okay, so see that? I kind of step back and then lean back into him a little bit. You build this stuff sequentially, And, we want to get off a lure as quickly as possible, but he's got to understand with clarity, precision with this command. It's a very great command. Like, how would you explain it to a person? You might have demonstrated, fix him a little bit, and that's with, the faculty of language. They don't have language. You can't explain it to them. So we got to use tactile communication here. That's what negatives are for. Sit. Good. Front. Front. Yes. Up. Front. Front. Yes. Boy. So that leaning over helps a lot. Out. Front. Front. Yes. Good. Certainly helps a lot with that upward focus, okay? Here, buddy. And one last thing I'll show you is this can be useful for getting them to back up in a straight line. Another thing he struggles with, look, a lot of this stuff is rear end awareness, which he started late with because I was so stubborn about, you know, work with food, dumb shit like that. Like, you need food if you're going to teach rear end awareness to a dog. So a lot of it's that, but see what he does. All right, big guy. Oh, you're so gross. Let's use a smaller one. Use a little one, huh? Okay. Okay, ready? Front. See that? Back. Yes. Good. Very good. Okay. So even when I had one leash on him, I was doing this for a long time with him. Again, he's a little lure dependent. It's fine, whatever. He's not going to be a competition dog, so. Or if he does, it would be a ring sport, it wouldn't be ideal. But still, lure fixation isn't great. Not the end of the world, though. But before I was luring and using one leash, and he was getting off track. So let's see if I do a little bit longer this time. Boy. Front. Back. 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 Good. Yep. Good. Front. Beautiful. Good. Back. Good. Big. Yes. Okay. I hope that was actually a decent demo, I think. But I don't know if you, and this is new for me too, so it's a little awkward using the two leashes, but you know, he starts to go one way, just give him a gentle little leash pump, a little tug on the leash, get him back on course. So it's straight lines. So two leashes, essential for creating straight lines. And then if you combine, you know, always combining that low level negative with a lure, a positive reward, is critical for teaching. You know, you don't do it like the first session, but in the first couple days typically. That's the way I do it. I don't know how fast other people move. But I try to get them going, but not on a pinch. Anyway, hope that helps anyone. Really slick move. I think it was Nino Drower. I saw this from her. Lee Bianco, she used to work with him. I saw something from her and it clicked. I was like, oh yeah. They're always using two leashes on the dogs, backing up. And you can do this with a lot of different lures, you know. So you could do a tug, where you're kind of like a bite wedge, but you're holding the bite wedge, and then the two leashes are underneath, you know, and then you give them a yes. Looks good. So I'll keep developing it. So hopefully it'll help, because his positioning is kind of terrible, and he's definitely a little lure fixated. So, and again, the leashes, the compulsion end, can kind of speed up breaking that lure dependency too. So, all right, buddy, don't eat it. No more emergency room fees.